Hey party people, what's up? Chris Zoupa again. Today we're going to be looking at the second solo from 1 by Metallica. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. We're going to start off with this cheeky little phrase. Let's slow that down. I've got to pull off from 10 to 7 on the second string, and then I'm rolling to 7 of the third. So you can have a flat pointer finger there the whole time if you wish. And then I'm just going to reverse my steps. I'm going to go back to 7 of the second string, and then back to that 10 again. What I'm going to do from that point is hit the 10 again, and I'm going to go 10, 8, 7. And then resolve that to 9 of the third. This is what we should have thus far. At the end of that phrase, I'm going to play 7, 8 on the second string, and then pull off to the 7, and then resolve that to 7 of the third. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I go into this. So it's sort of similar fingering and a bit of a similar vibe. I'm going to be sliding into 15 of the second string. It doesn't really matter from where, just as long as we have that swoopy entry. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 15, 13, 12 on the second string. My ring finger jumps up to 14 of the third. Fingering exactly the same. At the end of that, what I'm doing here is I'm playing 12, 13 of the second, and then jumping to 12 of the third string. Let's have a look what we've got thus far. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I go into this phrase. So we're starting off with an arpeggio, a full octave up from where we started. So I'm going to do a pull off from 17 to 14 on the first string and jump to 15 of the second. And then I'm just going to reverse my steps but play all the notes. So ending on 15 of the second string, 14, 17 on the first. At the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm going to play 17, 15, 14 on the first string. And then I'm going to play 15 and pull off to 14 and jump to 15 of the string above. Alright, let's go from the most recent arpeggio with that descending little lick. Okay, I'm going to hit the 15 of the second string again. And then I'm going to build up sort of an arpeggio thing here. I'm playing 15 of the second and then 14, 15 to 17 on the first. So let's go from the most recent arpeggio. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. Okay, what I have at the start of that is 3 pull-offs going 19, 17, 15 on the first string. Notice that I just got all of my fingers lined up and then I'm just rolling them. 1, 2, 3, and then this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 19 of the first string and 15 of the first. So 19 of the second to 15 of the first. And then I want to play 17, 19, and 15 twice on the second. Alright, let's go from those 3 pull-offs nice and slow, and then add that little chunk to it. And that's all of the first section. Let's do that again relatively slowly, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, second section. This is pretty simple. I'm going to start off with a cheeky little double stop chord on 8 of the second string and 7 of the third. And you can sort of have a little bit of a slide entry. I think it sounds cool with that. We're going to do 4 of that chord. And on the 5th strum of that, I end on sort of a flat major third interval here. So I'm just playing 7 on the 2nd and the 3rd string there. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm losing my middle finger and going to the flat on the 5th strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exactly the same timing here. That chord's going from 12 and 13 on the 2nd and the 3rd string. So back to back. And then I go into this phrase. I don't know why I chose to do clean tapping. It's a very, very odd decision. But what I'm doing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's exactly the same triplet idea 6 times in a row. So I'm tapping 20 and pulling off 17, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the end of that, it's the same phrase twice. I'm doing a hammer-on pull-off, going 12, 13, 12 on the 1st string. As I said, I do 2 of those in a row. So, half the length of the first section, so it's quite simple. Let's do it again relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the second solo from 1. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please stay tuned for part 3. It is coming very soon. And if you could be so kind, check the links in the description to my Facebook group, my Patreon, my Udemy Modes course, and ta-da, if I haven't plugged it enough already, I recently wrote a book called Ultimate Shred Machine. It is dealing with all the delightful things like shredding, legato, tapping, and sweeping. There's heaps of exercises and heaps of tips and tricks as to how to get all of those techniques nice and sexy. Anyway, I'll catch you guys all very soon.